This is Waparazzi on WAP TV.
Hello my people, how na dey? My name na Alabede, your number one bae on top WAP TV. Your bae wey dey always dey there for you anytime when you need say make your day well spiced up. Alright, so today I did the movie premiere of Alabede. Alabede, they talk about circumcision of children and all of those things. So we go just go chat with some people more here. Their own opinion on circumcision basically, and waiting their feel say this movie they promote. Go watch the movie as well. Then we'll just catch cruise, enjoy ourselves, because we know in Nigerian movies they all about promoting certain lessons so we learn from our culture and all of that. So we'll go chat to some people. We'll hear what they get to talk about the movie Alabede. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Would they talk about this movie today? When we say it gets to do with circumcision and something like that, and when they ask, Shay, if you say make that they ask for people permission, before they go put tribal mark for their face or circumcise them, what do you feel about them?
Me, I've been say they're supposed to ask for people permission, because if you do it without their permission, you have intruded into. Will it be right if I say their privacy, their rights? Okay. You've abused their rights, and in one way or the other, you have defaced them without their permissions. So if you would do that to anybody, let it be with the person's consent. Let the person approve of it that, okay, I'd like to carry these all of my life. Oh, you may proceed. But if you do it without the person's consent, I personally consider it as a grievous thing to do.
You supposed to ask me now, because these days now, they do fine boy, fine girls now, as they be. So you don't carry the thing, give me like that, then I can't grow up like this, and it can't the day hard for me to come out town. You go day somehow to me. You understand? But those days, I don't know how they talk and beg, but no be their fault, sha. But now, may they know they do them.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you look at the origin or why, what do you call it, tribal mark started, would honestly not want to frown at it. But looking at our present age, I don't think it's necessary anymore. So yeah, that's not about tribal marks. And for circumcision, I'm totally against it. There are numerous negative effect that it has on women especially. So yeah, I don't buy it.
Circumcision, you don't have to ask children.
Okay.
It's something of necessity.
Okay.
But for tribal mark, I think it's something that one has to decide on his own, if it's something I want to have or not.
Yeah.
Because we are now in a modern age, so people no longer have such on their face.
They suppose ask person before they go feel to up. If a lot of people with the baby say they don't do for in the past, they feel somehow right now. They too feel themselves.
Yeah.
Because naturally, those people who've been saying they don't get tribal mark, they've been fine naturally. But because of these marks, they feel, they feel somehow with the whole thing, and they can't return back the whole, the whole process. So I feel they shouldn't force anybody. Make them not force anybody to do this thing. Make them ask.
Okay. Right.
Moreover, the kind of way we're there now, we know they into tribal thing anymore. No circumcision, no tribal marks anymore.
Nowadays, everything has open now. That's what I said, that we forgot our culture.
Exactly. Okay.
This is normal thing you're supposed to do before marriage. Yeah, this is what it's supposed to be. But now that everything is Oyinbo has collected our tradition from us, so that is it.
So before traditionally, if you say make them not ask for permission,
yeah,
normal to make them just do it.
You're supposed to get permission.
We supposed to get permission, but we're not supposed to get permission.
You're supposed to get now.
Who's supposed to get permission? You as a person, before they give you tribal mark, they're supposed to ask you, say, guy, you want a mark?
No.
Ask you.
You don't need to. That time when they born small pikin like this, they say, okay, according to their tradition, so okay, this one. But now it's not like that.
they circumcise person, you know, we suppose ask for permission for the circumcised person and before they give them tribal mark. What do you feel?
Yeah, on the contrary, I feel it should be a thing of consent and not a thing of by force.
Okay.
Because in this our career now, especially some that have tribal mark, now going up now, it's hard. They have been it's difficult for them to have a kind of role to play because of the tribal mark. One for the time for those that circumcised, it's not also good because a woman, whether it's circumcised a woman, is all about the home training. It's not about whether it's circumcised or not circumcised. So circumcision, it should be a concept and not by force or by tradition. So I'm against it.
For both genders.
For both genders.
Well, if you look at this tribal mark thing, normally now something wey person, if you cannot ask somebody about, you don't need permission to give am name. I don't think say you go need permission to give am tribal mark.
Okay.
Because if you give person tribal mark when e don become adult, the pain go plenty pass when e small.
Not true.
So if you no fit take permission to give them name, I don't think say you need to take permission to give them tribal mark.
Or even circumcise them.
Yes, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think number one, health-wise, it is unhealthy because it can lead to infection and all of that. Number two, it's the 21st century, man. We don't need that. We don't need to have scars on our skin to talk about tradition. There's more to tradition than creating scars on your skin and all of that. So for me, it's a no-no.
We are already civilized, all right, and I think the society now requires at least a whole lot of processes. So I feel you shouldn't just, circumcise people without their consent. Something you should seek consent before you do it. Yeah.
When you say circumcision, men do go through circumcision, women do go through circumcision through child. But the deal be say for women, you're supposed to ask women, it's not even supposed to happen because it reduces the level of certain things and health-wise it's not good. But for men, you can do that because it's not healthy for men. They healthy for men. Doctors don't talk and say, they healthy, same man, they circumcised. Because whatever, so that's just it.
As you dey grow, as the injury dey big, e go dey more painful. Na so it be. So when children dey small, if you do am for them, they go feel am that time. But as they grow, they go dey forget am. Compared to when person don already grow, then you can't do am for am. Most people say no go gree because na pain. Nobody dey like me dem cut am. So I believe say make they even do am when children dey younger. Yes, not be when when children don't grow, then you can't seek their consent. But tribal mark is a no-no. I hate them, I don't like them.
Yes, I think it's important though. But when you look at it from the cultural angle, the Yoruba culture, I think it's quite important for you to circumcise your child. You understand? Yes. But now we're in this modern day 21st century, so it might be. I think consent might be needed, especially that of tribal mark.
Okay.
Very, because you can't. Of course, it's dehumanizing for you to just wake up and just put tribal. So because we are no longer in the days of the hood whereby you use tribal mark to identify people. It's probably a way to identify that. Okay, fine, they are from this particular section or they are from this particular tribe. Let me use tribe. So I think consent is quite important.
I don't think anyone should be subjected to things that they are not aware of. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something some people still embrace because when it comes to culture, it's a little bit dicey. There are reasons why they do it. But I think they should give people rights to make their decisions before going into anything like that.
As the name of your movie implies, Alabede, the circumciser, I want to ask you, what be your take on circumcision generally? What did even push you to write this movie, to produce this movie?
Well, this one is circumcision, now male circumcision, you understand? And we know say, na normal thing, not just the tradition. Even now, we say a civilization don't dey, they still circumcised. But how we dey do circumcision different. But for this kind of movie, we tell people how we dey do circumcision that time. When we say our people they do am for us. So this kind of movie, we tell people beyond the circumcision, we sell African culture to people in a good light. You go see wetin we dey miss. Because wetin make you who you be, na your culture, your language, wetin you dey chop, wetin you dey drink. And I discover say most of us don dey forget where we come from. So I go wake all of us up, say see wetin una dey miss o. And na way to tell people say no be just English I dey speak, I dey speak Ngbatin 100% as una want am.
They happy to don't chat some people and we ask them one important question. Say, should consent they necessary when they want perform circumcision or when they want give people tribal mark? And a lot of people talk say, well, because they enjoy when people they're very young, how you go take ask children for their consent and all of that. But well, some people say I agree, say yes. Wait for the child to grow up, make you know whether I want to do this thing, I be not want to do them. Choice and everything. But some people they say no, now our tradition. So we must circumcise children, we must give them mark. If not waiting the tradition until you understand, if not the area when they grow up or where they from come, say they must give them tribal mark, then it must be done. Anyhow it be, I just feel we could not throw away our African culture. That's all I'm going to say, because yeah, we're Africans and we're proud. Yeah, my name is Alabede, the #1 on Top of TV, and I'm signing out. I go see you now when I see you now. Bye.